University of Alberta Press presents We Have Never Lived on Earth by Kasia Van Schaik, narrated by Marysia Bucholc. This work is copyrighted 2022 by Kasia Van Schaik. University of Alberta Press gratefully acknowledges the support received for its publishing program from the Government of Canada, the Canada Council for the Arts, and the Government of Alberta through the Alberta Media Fund. Dedication. For my family. Epigraph. Life is beginning. I now break into my hoard of life. Virginia Woolf, The Waves. Contents. How Will You Prepare for Happiness? Page 1. Premium Girl, page 18. Highwayman, page 30. House on Carbonate, page 45. The Peninsula of Happiness, page 55. A Girl in Nova Scotia, page 61. A Girl Called Helsinki, page 65. Swimming Upright, page 82. How to Be Silent in German, page 89. Notes on a Separation, page 98. Visitor to Crete, page 101. Houseboat, page 109. Youth Orchestra, page 122. Stingray, page 126. Cellular Memory, page 130. The Cascades, page 140. This Is Fine, page 147. We Have Never Lived on Earth, page 150. An Ounce of Care, page 157. Notes, page 165. Acknowledgements, page 168. How Will You Prepare for Happiness? In my last year of childhood, I hired myself out as a housekeeper to a pair of cognitive psychologists whose son and daughter attended my high school. The Salloways owned 2 houses, a low, rambling, ivy-brocaded house in the center of town, where they met with clients in 2 large renovated offices in the back, and a tall modern house built into the cliff face, surrounded by hemlock and lodgepole pine, several miles outside the city limits. This other dwelling, Grace Salloway told me, was their dream house, one they had designed and built themselves. I knew that she didn't mean designed and built literally, because the family didn't do very much themselves when it came to physical work. But I thought I understood what she meant until, no, she explained to me, it was an actual dream house. The architectural blueprint, with its wall of windows that looked out onto the shuddering blue treetops, the basement set in rock, the wraparound deck that always conjured nautical metaphors from visitors, had come to her and her husband in a collective dream. Our spiritus mundi, she said, when we still had one. She cracked me a knowing smile. When I got home, I looked up spiritus mundi and was disappointed to find that it was not a sex act, but rather a term made up by a poet. The collective soul of the universe containing the memories of all time. After that, I began to associate the house on the hill with the Salloways' collective soul, containing, I told my younger sister when I got home from cleaning out their fridge, the decomposing cheeses and microbial odors of all time. Once a month I cleaned out their fridge, the one in town and the one on the hill, and miraculously the fridges would again fill up with food that would go untouched until I was summoned 30 days later. Over the 6 months I'd been working for them, I felt like a scientist, hired for the purpose of divining how life might spring from a refrigerated vacuum, how such an environment might create a new life form, one that would remain long after the world dried up. This is what was happening to the Earth. The school library subscribed to the kind of magazines that told the future, or at least gave the most accurate prediction of the future, and our future was hot and dry and filled with famine. It was hard to picture famine when I was cleaning out the Salloways' fridge. I dreamed of breaking into their home, either one, and licking icing
Sample complete. Ready to continue?